Hello everyone and welcome back to CHE 101. So for today's video, we're diving into Organic Chemistry 2 for engineering. But before all that, I have a question for you. Why did the organic chemist break up with the biologist? It's because they have no reaction. So with that being said, our topic for today is all about oxidation and reduction reactions. So let us first begin by defining what are these reactions in the context of organic compounds, because this may differ slightly from what we may have learned in general chemistry or in analytical chemistry. So here in organic chemistry, oxidation refers to an increase in carbon heteroatom bonds and a decrease in carbon-hydrogen bonds. We can see that reduction is the complete opposite of oxidation, as this indicates a decrease in carbon heteroatom bonds and an increase in carbon-hydrogen bonds. So it is important to note that we actually don't need to calculate oxidation states or numbers to classify these reactions. So for us to further visualize these concepts, let us consider a schematic diagram. So let's take methane as an example. It has 4 carbon hydrogen bonds and 0 carbon heteroatom bonds, making it the most reduced form of carbon. So when we oxidize methane to form an alcohol, we introduce 1 carbon-oxygen bond, and with the remaining 3 carbon-hydrogen bond. So we reduce the carbon-hydrogen bonds from 4 to 3. So this confirms that methane has been oxidized into an alcohol. So if we continue this process and oxidize further to carbon dioxide, we see an increase in carbon-oxygen bonds, making CO2 the most oxidized form of carbon with no remaining carbon-hydrogen bonds. So now let us shift our focus to reduction. For instance, when we reduce carbon dioxide into an alcohol, we actually increase the number of carbon-hydrogen bonds, and we reduce the number of carbon-oxygen bond. So this reduction series can be summarized as follows. Carbon dioxide is reduced to a carboxylic acid, which is then reduced to an aldehyde, followed by reduction to an alcohol, and finally back to methane. So as we move from right to left in this sequence, we can clearly observe an increase in carbon-hydrogen bonds, and this indicates a reduction reaction. Now, in the context of hydrocarbon reactions, both oxidation and reduction can occur at 2 carbon atoms in a single reaction. So, a perfect example is the reduction of an alkyne to an alkene, because we introduced 2 new carbon-hydrogen bonds here. So similarly, when we reduce an alkene into an alkane, we also again increase the number of carbon-hydrogen bonds. And yes, this is a reduction reaction. Now, let us engage with some practice problems to classify different reactions. So here in reaction A, we have a molecule with a carbonyl group that converts to one without it. So by counting the number of bonds, we see that the first molecule has 2 carbon-oxygen bonds, and we have 0 carbon-oxygen bonds in the right molecule. So this is classified as a reduction reaction. For reaction B, we observe the addition of an oxygen bond over here. So this is actually the point of difference between the 2 molecules. And the first molecule has, if we disregard this, has 0 carbon-oxygen bonds, and the second has 2, which indicates that this is an oxidation reaction. So for part C, we can see that we have a carbon-carbon triple bond right here, which is a terminal alkyne. And on the right-hand side, we have this molecule containing a carboxyl group. And so the point of difference is actually located between these two carbon atoms. So looking at this molecule on the left, this is a terminal alkyne, right? So which means that there's one CH bond, and we have 0 CO bond. And for the molecule on the right naman, we have a total of 2 carbon hydrogen bond in this carbon, and we have a total of 3 carbon oxygen bond at this carbon. So looking at the change here, we have an increase in carbon oxygen bond, and we can say that this is an oxidation reaction. And for part D, we have a cyclohexene that converts to chlorocyclohexane. So in this case, there is an equal increase in carbon hydrogen and carbon chlorine bonds. So let's list the number of bonds. For part D, we have 2 CH bonds over here and 0 CZ bonds. So we're looking at the point of difference. And in this naman, we have 3 CH bonds and 1 CZ bond. So when you look at the net change, there is a total of 1 new carbon-hydrogen bond from 2 to 3, then 1 new carbon to Z bond of carbon-chlorine bond. And so since there's really no difference between the two, right? So there's the same number of increase for both. Therefore, this is neither an oxidation nor a reduction. Neither. And that's it for the introduction on the oxidation reduction reactions of organic chemistry 2. So if you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and make sure to follow chen.acads Facebook page. I'll see you in the next video, and happy learning. Thank you.